So Wayne, you mentioned you had responsibility for consumer and enterprise, but I want to spend a few minutes talking about Sprint's enterprise offering. And we joked about the old days of Sprint, you could hear a pin drop, but I always remember Sprint as having this pristine fiber network nationwide and offering fantastic data services to enterprise customers. Where is Sprint today with the enterprise offering, and what do you see evolving over the next 12 to 18 months?
That's a great question. We very much are still very committed to and involved in the enterprise space, and we've simply built on that legacy of the all fiber optic network and the pin drop, which still is one of the best marketing campaigns ever in the history of mankind for our industry. We have nearly a $3 billion wireline asset. Our network over the years has evolved to be a pure IP core. So the areas of IP and MPLS services and transport and SIP trunking and all that is still very much a part of our core DNA and our service offering for enterprise customers. And what we're doing with is evolving that to be more interconnected with our wireless offerings. So in the last year, as an example, we launched what we call Workplace as a Service. So how can you call on an enterprise, large or small, and take care of all of their communications needs and price it on a per seat basis, on a per employee basis. And it's called Workplace as a Service. We won the most innovative award in early spring this year, Enterprise Connect. We beat out IBM as an example for the offering. And it provides the employee access to their platform, be it Microsoft 365 or a Google version of that, Google Apps for Work, but also the tablet, the handset, Wi-Fi in the building, the backhaul to the network, the wireless or the WAN services associated with that, and be able to translate all of those services and the management of it all, and translate all of those services onto a single per seat, per price, per month. So that in that aspect, you're extrapolating the best value you can provide to an enterprise customer with the wireline asset, and then offering the application suite on top of it and offering the mobile devices to connect to that cloud. So that is one example. And then most recently we launched what's called Mobility as a Service. Again, our core IP backbone is the driver and the deliverer of all of our wireless traffic as well. So how can we go to an enterprise customer, have them pick their device, pick their rate plan, pick the service that they need, and have white glove treatment from Sprint for all of the services that you need from a mobility perspective, including the cloud, and charge a single price for all of those services. So it's just not rate plan, device, and figure out BYOD and MDM and MAM and all the services that go associated to an enterprise to deliver wireless services securely, seamlessly, with the highest level of quality to their employees.
Got it. So you mentioned that Workforce as a Service. What are some of the incremental services that are available under that bundle, and then what are some of the add-on options?
Well, add-on options could be things like additional applications, right, for a fee. But what very specifically we do is we can provide in-building Wi-Fi services that we manage. Yep. We manage the backhaul to connect those Wi-Fi services to the macro network, so that's where the IP and MPLS services come in. Yep. Your tablet. And your handset, and then access to Microsoft 365 or Google Apps for Work. And additional add-ons could be Skype for Business, right? As an example. We just launched for Google, we launched Switch Communications for collaboration tools and unified communication. So you can expand and detract for what your needs are. We call it sliding up and down the banister. We start as a lead offer with Workplace as a Service, and if a customer doesn't need all of those solutions, then they can just buy basic connectivity in a handset, right? And what's also unique from a Workplace as a Service is we will manage devices of the other carriers that an enterprise may have onto that infrastructure. Got it. For a fee, obviously, like, so that you say, I have 30 employees at this location, and I'm going to purchase Workplace as a Service for all of them from Sprint. Even if they have devices from other carriers, through our MDM services capability and our managed network services, we can manage all those devices in that facility in an agnostic manner, whether Sprint or not, through our MDM capabilities.
Right. So in closing, What are the 2 or 3 takeaways you want this audience to have from your presentation today?
The Sprint's alive and well. We're robust. That we are focused in the core areas we always have been: enterprise, GB, and very specifically consumer. We offer some very unique capabilities in each one of those segments. Most recently on the consumer side, we have the world's best value for an iPhone, as an example,
Yeah.
$1 per month lease. We also have the ability to upgrade every time Apple comes out with a new device. You're eligible for an upgrade right then and there, so there's no fragmentation between when your contract expires and when you can get a new iPhone. We launched Direct to You, which is delivering your new Sprint device directly to your home or work. So those are some of the unique things we're doing in consumer. On the business side, workplace as a service, we just talked about, mobility as a service. So providing more and more of the turnkey services to allow IT managers on the business side, small and large, to focus on running their business and turning the communications over to us and let us delivering all of that on a single service layer.
Great.
So that's what we're working on.
Oh, Wayne, thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me.